Julie and the Phantoms Season 2 was in high demand from fans after its first outing. For those unfamiliar, Julie and the Phantoms was a Netflix original series that initially aired in September of 2020. But despite it becoming a #1 hit for High School Musical and Descendants creator Kenny Ortega, it seems like the show was stopped before its time. However, not all hope is lost, as Ortega noted to never say never at the thought of its return. So why did Netflix decide not to move forward with a second season? Is there any way for another streaming program to save the series? Let's find out. Julie and the Phantoms Season 2, what happened? Dropping in September 2020, Julie and the Phantoms Season 1 proved to be a hit with anyone who watched it, kids and adults alike. Season 1 of the show proved to be a major success, which is why fans are wondering why Netflix suddenly decided to cancel the show. It seemed almost a given that the series would be renewed for a second season, with Kenny Ortega making no secret of his desire for another round in interviews. Netflix is yet to address the situation, and by then we just hope some other program would perhaps consider the idea for Season 2 at least. Netflix cancels a show if there are not enough views, and since the program hasn't released any numbers on how many people have watched the series, we don't know if that was the reason for the red light. Given the fans' interest in the series, we don't think views were the issue. Julie and the Phantoms Season 2, current status. Despite Netflix canceling the second season of the series, fans are still waiting for the continuation of Julie and the Phantoms. You have nothing to worry, guys, because there are many cases where a show has been canceled and saved by another program. During its season, Julie and the Phantoms built a strong and passionate fan base, who fought to keep the show on Netflix. Because of their support, Julie and the Phantoms was frequently trending on Netflix across the globe, and the hashtag Save Julie and the Phantoms could be seen hundreds of times on any Netflix Instagram post. Ortega wishes he could tell the fans that all of their efforts will get them Julie back, and that everyone who worked on the show is so grateful for the passion they've shown to the project. Ortega hasn't completely given up on the idea of bringing back Julie and the Phantoms in some form, floating the idea of doing a tour with the cast or even a film. The creator said he won't talk about the plot for Season 2 until he's 100% sure about the future of the series. Julie and the Phantoms Season 2 plot. Season 1 of Julie and the Phantoms had an ending filled with possibilities of where the story could go next. The finale of Season 1 was followed by a major cliffhanger, with Caleb Covington taking over Nick's body. We hope to see what'll happen to him and all other ghosts that transformed into humans in Season 1. Chatting to TV Line ahead of the cancellation, executive producers David Hogue and Dan Cross said, "If we are lucky enough to get a second season, the ghosts would have a lot going on. They've always wanted to get their music out there for the world to hear." Julie, Luke, and Nick's love triangle would have also most likely been explored further, particularly after that Season 1 cliffhanger. Chatting to E! About the connection between Julie and Luke, Reyes said, "I'm excited to see where the relationship goes, especially because we didn't just go right away with the two of them getting together, or anything like that. It wasn't your typical like, girl meets guy, guy and girl fall in love. There was struggle, there was challenge. As you can see, Season 1 left us with more questions than answers, and that's clearly because the creators intended to make more seasons of the series." Julie and the Phantoms Season 2 cast. If the show was returning, then Madison Reyes would have come back as Julie. She is the main character after all. Then there's guitar player Luke, Charlie Gillespie, Reggie, Jeremy Shada on bass, and drummer Alex, and Patrick Joyner, the ghostly band that are working with the human Julie to propel them to stardom. Booboo Stewart as Willie, Jada Marie as Flynn, Savannah Mae as Carrie, and the chilling Cheyenne Jackson as Caleb would have also likely made a comeback. Unfortunately, at this point we still don't know if there'll be any continuation of the series. Maybe Ortega needs to do a film using the entire story while giving its characters a conclusion. Anyway, we're sure the cast will be back in its original form once a continuation is greenlight. Do you think the show deserves another season? What are your hopes for the series? Let us know down in the comments section below. And if you really liked the video, consider subscribing with notifications on so you won't miss another video.